I am walking past the city zoo when I hear screaming. Not excited screaming, terror. Dozens of voices erupting at once, people shouting, children crying, security alarms blaring through the afternoon air. I stop and turn toward the entrance. People are sprinting out through the gates, families, tourists, zoo staff in uniforms, all running in blind panic toward the street. A woman trips and falls, scrambles back to her feet without looking back, keeps running. Something escaped. I move against the crowd, pushing through the flood of people fleeing the opposite direction. A security guard grabs my arm. "Don't go in there," he shouts. "Black Panther escaped. Get out. Now." He releases me and runs toward the parking lot with the others. I stand alone at the entrance. The zoo is emptying fast. Within seconds, the screaming fades to distant echoes. The alarms still wail, but no one is left to hear them. Everyone ran, except me. I step through the gates. The main walkway is deserted, scattered with dropped bags, abandoned strollers, trampled maps. The panic was so sudden, people left everything behind. I move forward slowly, scanning the empty paths. Where is it? Where did the panther go? Then I see movement near the overturned trash cans beside the primate enclosure. A shape. Low, black, sleek. The Black Panther. It is crouched behind a concrete planter, body pressed tight against the wall, head low, ears flattened. It is not stalking. It is not prowling. It is hiding. I freeze, my heart slamming against my ribs. The panther's yellow-green eyes lock onto mine. It does not move, does not growl. It just stares, chest heaving with rapid breaths. Then I see it. Blood. Dark red streaks along the panther's left shoulder and foreleg. It is injured. The panther flinches as the alarm screams louder. Its body tenses, ready to bolt again, but there is nowhere left to go. The zoo is surrounded by high fences and busy streets. If it runs into traffic, someone will die. If armed response teams arrive and it panics, they will shoot it. I take one slow step forward. The panther growls, a low, warning sound deep in its chest. But it does not attack. It stays pressed against the wall, watching me, bleeding, cornered, terrified. I realize, standing there in the empty zoo with alarms screaming and the panther staring at me with those wild, desperate eyes, that I am the only thing standing between this animal and a bullet. I need to think fast. The sirens in the distance are getting closer. Within minutes, armed wildlife response teams will arrive. If they burst in here with tranquilizer guns and nets while this jaguar is cornered and terrified, it will panic. Someone will get hurt. Someone will die. I cannot let that happen. The black jaguar watches me from behind the planter, body pressed tight against the wall, injured leg held off the ground. Its yellow-green eyes track my every movement. One wrong step and it will bolt or attack. I need to give it space. I need to make it feel less trapped. I take one slow step backward, away from the jaguar, then another. I crouch down low, making myself smaller, less threatening. I break eye contact, looking down at the ground instead of directly at it. The jaguar's breathing slows slightly. Its muscles relax just a fraction. It is watching me, but it is no longer preparing to run. I stay crouched, perfectly still, giving it time to assess me, to decide if I am a threat. 30 seconds pass, a minute. The jaguar does not move. Then slowly it shifts its weight. It takes one small step out from behind the planter, not toward me, just out, into the open. It is testing me, seeing if I will chase, if I will trap it further. I stay motionless. I do not move. I barely breathe. The jaguar takes another step, then another, moves along the wall, keeping distance between us, favoring its injured leg. It is limping badly now. Whatever happened when it escaped, climbing over a fence, breaking through a barrier, it hurt itself more than I realized. I watch it move, calculating distances, angles, options. The jaguar is heading toward the far side of the zoo, away from the entrance, away from the sirens. But there is nothing there, just more enclosures, more dead ends, more traps. I need to redirect it. Guide it somewhere safer. Somewhere the response teams can contain it without violence. I remember the large animal hospital at the back of the zoo. It has holding pens, secure doors. If I can get the jaguar to move in that direction, the wildlife team can contain it safely when they arrive. But how do I guide a terrified, injured jaguar without making it panic? I stand up slowly. The jaguar freezes immediately, body tensing again. I take a step to my left away from the direction I want it to go. I create an opening, a path. The jaguar watches me. It sees the space I just created. An escape route. It moves, not toward me, toward the opening, toward the back of the zoo. I take another step left. The jaguar takes another step forward. We are moving together now, not together, separated by 20 meters of empty zoo path, but in coordination. I move, it moves. I create space. It takes the space. I am hurting it. Gently, carefully, without force. The animal hospital is 200 meters ahead. I can see the building through the trees. The jaguar does not know where it is going. It only knows it is moving away from me. Away from the threat. That is enough. We move slowly through the empty zoo, past the empty food stands, past the silent gift shop, past the dark aquarium entrance. The jaguar limps forward, checking behind constantly, making sure I am not following too close. I keep my distance. 20 meters. Always 20 meters. Then I hear it. Vehicles pulling into the zoo parking lot, doors slamming, voices shouting commands. The wildlife response team has arrived. The jaguar hears it too. It stops moving. Its body goes rigid. It turns toward the sound, ears flattened, ready to bolt in the opposite direction. If it runs now away from the animal hospital, deeper into the zoo, they will never catch it safely. It will hide in the dense vegetation near the wetlands exhibit. They will have no choice but to use force. I have seconds to make a decision. I step directly into the jaguar's path, blocking the way it wants to run. The jaguar growls, low, dangerous. It is telling me to move. I do not move. The jaguar takes one step toward me. A threat, a warning. I hold my ground. Behind me, I hear the wildlife team entering the zoo. Boots on pavement, radios crackling. They are coming fast. The jaguar hears them too. It turns its head, looking for another escape route. There is only one direction left, toward the animal hospital. It makes its choice. The jaguar turns and runs, limping, favoring its injured leg, toward the hospital building. Exactly where I needed it to go. I exhale for the first time in what feels like minutes. The jaguar reaches the animal hospital building and stops. It is cornered again, trapped between the building's concrete walls and me standing in the open behind it. I do not move closer. I stay back, giving it space, making sure it knows I am not attacking. Behind me, I hear boots hitting pavement. The wildlife response team is here. "Stay back," I shout without turning around. "It is injured. Do not scare it," a woman's voice calls out. "Sir, step away from the animal immediately." "No," I say firmly. "If I move, it will panic. It will try to run through you. Someone will get hurt." There is a pause. Then the woman's voice again, closer now. "I am Dr. Chen, wildlife veterinarian. What is the animal's condition?" "Black jaguar," I say, keeping my eyes on the big cat. "Left foreleg injured, limping badly, exhausted, terrified." "Can you see any other injuries?" "No, just the leg." Dr. Chen steps into my peripheral vision. She is calm, professional. She does not make sudden movements. "We need to tranquilize it," she says quietly. "Can you keep it calm while I prepare the dart?" "Yes." She backs away slowly. I hear her giving instructions to her team. Someone is setting up equipment. Someone else is preparing the tranquilizer. The jaguar watches me. It does not know what is happening behind me. It only knows I am still here, still blocking its escape. I lower myself slowly into a crouch again, non-threatening, small. The jaguar's breathing steadies slightly. Dr. Chen returns. She is holding a tranquilizer rifle. "On 3, she whispers. "I need a clear shot at the shoulder. Can you move one step left?" "Yes. 1, 2, 3. I step left. The jaguar's shoulder is exposed. The dart fires. A soft thump. The jaguar flinches, lets out a low growl, spins toward the sound. "Do not move," Dr. Chen commands. I freeze. The jaguar turns back toward me. Its eyes are wide, frightened. It takes one unsteady step forward, then another. It is walking toward me now, not attacking, just walking, confused. The tranquilizer is taking effect. The jaguar's legs wobble. It tries to stay upright, but its body is failing. It stumbles, falls to its side. Within seconds, it is unconscious. Dr. Chen and 2 team members rush forward with a stretcher. They lift the jaguar carefully, supporting its head, securing its legs. "Is it okay?" I ask. "It is sedated," Dr. Chen says. "We will examine it now. Check the leg injury, run blood tests. Make sure there are no internal injuries." They carry the jaguar into the animal hospital. I follow. Inside, the hospital is clean, bright, equipped with surgical tools and holding cages. They place the jaguar on a large examination table. Dr. Chen examines the injured leg carefully. Laceration on the foreleg, likely from climbing the enclosure fence during escape. No fractures. It will heal. She cleans the wound, applies antiseptic, stitches the cut closed. Another veterinarian checks the jaguar's vitals. Heart rate elevated but stable. Temperature normal. No signs of trauma beyond the leg. Dr. Chen injects antibiotics, pain medication, fluids through an IV line. "It will sleep for 2 hours," she says, looking at me. "When it wakes up, we will move it to a recovery enclosure, then back to its habitat once it is fully healed." I nod. It was terrified, everyone running, the alarms. It did not escape to hunt. It escaped because it was scared. Dr. Chen smiles slightly. "Most animals do not attack humans unless threatened. This jaguar just wanted to survive." She looks at me. "You saved its life. If it had run into traffic or deeper into the zoo, we would have had no choice but to use lethal force. You guided it here. You kept it calm." I do not feel like a hero. I just feel relieved. "Can I stay?" I ask. "Until it wakes up?" "Yes." I sit in a chair beside the examination table. The jaguar lies still, breathing steadily, finally at peace. For the first time since I heard the screaming at the zoo entrance, I allow myself to relax. 2 hours later, the jaguar begins to stir. I am still sitting in the chair beside the examination table when I see its eyes flutter open, slowly, groggily. The sedation is wearing off. Dr. Chen enters the room immediately. She has been monitoring the jaguar's recovery from her office. "It is waking up," she says quietly. "Stay still. Do not startle it." I do not move. The jaguar lifts its head slightly. Its yellow-green eyes focus slowly. It looks around the room, confused, disoriented. Where is it? What happened? Then its eyes land on me. I hold my breath. The jaguar stares at me for a long moment. Recognition flickers in its gaze. It remembers. The zoo, the alarms, the chase. Me standing in its path. Me guiding it here. It does not growl. It does not bare its teeth. It just looks at me. And then slowly it lowers its head back down onto the table. Calm, accepting. Dr. Chen exhales quietly. "It trusts you," she whispers. "That is extraordinary." Over the next hour, the jaguar becomes more alert. It sits up. It tests its injured leg carefully, putting small amounts of weight on it. The stitches hold. The pain medication is working. It is healing. Dr. Chen and her team prepare a recovery enclosure. A large, secure space with soft bedding, water, and food. A place where the jaguar can rest safely while it heals fully. "We will keep it here for 3 days," Dr. Chen explains. "Then we will return it to its habitat at the zoo. The enclosure has been repaired. It will not escape again." I nod. "Can I visit before it goes back?" "Yes." 3 days later, I return to the animal hospital. Dr. Chen leads me to the recovery enclosure. The jaguar is inside, lying on soft bedding in the corner. Its injured leg is almost fully healed. It stands when it sees me. We look at each other through the enclosure glass, the jaguar and the man who saved it. There is no fear in its eyes anymore, no panic, just quiet recognition. Jen opens a small access door. "You can go in if you want," she says, "but stay near the door. If it reacts badly, exit immediately." I step inside. The jaguar watches me but does not move. I crouch down, making myself small again, just like I did in the empty zoo 3 days ago. The jaguar takes one step toward me, then another. Slowly, carefully, it stops 2 meters away. We stay like that for a long time, not touching, not moving, just acknowledging each other. 2 lives that intersected for a brief, dangerous moment and survived. "Thank you," I whisper, "for trusting me." The jaguar blinks slowly, then it turns and walks back to its bedding. It lies down, watching me with calm eyes. I stand up slowly and exit the enclosure. Dr. Chen closes the door. "Tomorrow, we take it back to the zoo," she says. "It is ready." I nod. The next morning, I stand outside the jaguar's habitat at the zoo. The enclosure has been reinforced. The fences are higher. The barriers are stronger. The jaguar will not escape again. Dr. Chen and her team release the jaguar into its habitat. It steps out of the transport crate slowly, testing its surroundings. Then it moves into the tall grass, disappearing into the foliage. It is home. I watch for a few more minutes. Then I turn and walk toward the zoo exit. The same exit where I stood alone 4 days ago, while everyone else ran away screaming. But something has changed. I am different now, not because I did something brave, not because I am a hero, but because I made a choice. When everyone else ran, I stayed. When the easy option was to walk away, I chose to help. And somehow, that made all the difference. I leave the zoo and walk back into the city. Life continues. People pass me on the street, unaware of what happened here. Unaware that a terrified jaguar almost died. Unaware that one person choosing to stay instead of run saved a life. But I know, and the jaguar knows, and that is enough.